Hey, what's up, guys? It's Roadblock here. So uh, s- this is a little behind the scenes info here, but sometimes I tend to record a lot of videos that never see the light of day. And sometimes I have a thought or something, and I'll just make a video on it, and then see how I feel about it when it's done and over with. Sometimes I'll re-record them, and sometimes I will get halfway through the video and say I hate this idea, and then just hit stop record, right? So, but what I want to talk to you guys about today in this particular video um, is the state of Raid. And so, I'm not an insider. I'm not an expert. I've got um, I am one subscriber away from 150 subscribers. So I am not an influencer when it comes to Raid. I am no expert either. I've only been playing for a little over a year. A lot of my information is secondhand from content creators elsewhere on YouTube. And the only reason I don't name drop them is because I don't want to feel like I don't want to clout chase or try to gain fame or anything off of other people's hard work. I want to do this myself. I want to do it the right way. So that's why if you ever hear me be like other content creators, it's not because they're like my competition and I don't want to send to them. It's more so that I don't want to like piggyback off of their success. I want to do this my way, with my own flair, my own style, and hopefully, so far, 150 people, almost 150 people seem to like it, right? So hopefully that trend continues. But enough of that. I wanted to talk about Raid a little bit because um, I've had something kind of like interesting happen in my clan recently. So right after the most recent clan v clan, a lot of people stepped away from my clan. Now, admittedly, I did kick a couple people too. Um, but as you can see, I'm currently I the whole reason that this YouTube channel exists is because I was making videos for my clan members, and um, it is found some small measure of success, and I'm enjoying doing it. So I want to keep it going as a hobby. Um, that being said, I was consistently at 30 clan members. If somebody stopped playing for 5 days, they would get booted and a new person would come in within a couple of days. But recently, I had several of my top guys, like I'm talking, you know, several million player power, Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss clears every day, Nightmare Clan Boss clears every day, Hydra keys in the, you know, 50 million, 100 million range. Um, they were up there. I'm the only one in my clan currently to clear all three stages of Doom Tower. They were right on my heels for the most recent the Dark Fae rotation, and they weren't quite able to get over it. I was able. This is the first time I did get over it. Was this recent attempt at Dark Fae? Um, and so a lot of these guys were like really really good at the game, and we're putting in a lot of work and effort into it, right? But many of them stepped away due to one stepped away because of burnout, another stepped away because they were playing some of the other popular games right now that are out there that are gotcha style and are becoming heavily featured across other YouTubers. And so I was like, okay, no big deal. I've had people step away before. We'll go ahead and hit that promote button. For those of you that don't run a clan, when you recruit people in this game, there's a button right here, promote clan. When you press this button, it advertises your clan to more people higher on the list. So when people are looking to join a clan, they're more likely to join yours. And usually when I hit promote clan, I'm getting constant. Like every 20 minutes I'll get a new applicant. So sometimes I'll step away for a couple hours, I'll come back and I'll have like 6 or 7 applicants and I'll filter through them, right? Well, that is not the case this time. So I promoted the clan two times now since people have left, and I have gotten I think two people out of it, and I'm not even sure that those two people are still in the clan. Um, in fact, one of the guys that got recruited has already been offline for a whole day. So, um, it's giving me a little bit of concern. Now, big into, I'm not a big person that kind of gets into the like, oh, this is going to be the death of Raid. Oh, this is, I see a lot of YouTube content on that. And me personally, I don't view it as the death of a game. I view it maybe settling into its spot a little bit more, you know? A lot of games can be very popular very early on, but then they just kind of settle into that spot where, okay, this is our player base now, all the fair weather players, are gone, and then all of the super hardcore guys that have beat the game are gone, and then so you kind of get like this settled group of people that are like really into the game and willing to give it a shot in many different ways. So for me, I'm in the end game on my main account, which is crazy for me to even say that. I never thought this day would come, but I feel confident saying I'm in the end game. I've cleared all 3 rotations of Doom Tower, and I'm able to do Hydra Brutal 1 key. I have no clue what I would do on Nightmare because it's not unlocked yet for my clan. But I'm really happy with the progress of my account, and I'm confidently saying I'm in the end game now. But I do feel like I'm a little concerned that I'm having such a hard time recruiting people. Now, we're not the greatest clan, we're not going to be vying for or fighting for the tip top guys that are going to come in with, half the legendaries in the game and be able to just one shot brutal for us or anything. We're not going to get those guys, and I'm not looking for those guys. I want to find players that want to learn and get better. But I'm curious about kind of how, is my inability to recruit people a reflection of the popularity of the game right now? And I don't know the answer to that, but I am curious. It's one thing for me to lose people from my clan. That happens. I've had people come and go throughout the year-long run of this clan. But it's a completely different scenario to not be able to bring in new people. And so, it makes me wonder if there's real competition now for Raid, and it makes me wonder if Raid may have flown too close to the sun. Now, while I've never really voiced, actually, I may have made a video about it, but it's one that was before the free to play, which really is what boosted my viewership. So a lot of people may not have looked at it, but I've never really commented much about Primal Shards. Never really put any videos out about my thoughts on um, Mythic Champions in general. So, um, but I wonder if the whole Mythic Champion, the way they went about it, the mercy problem they had early on, the cost of the shards, and I mean the cost of the books, and kind of the lackluster Mythic Champions. I mean, I'm just being honest. Uh, I'm not chomping at the bit because a lot of them are hard to build, and even for an account like mine, I don't really have the gear for them. Um, and I don't know, but that's maybe a video. If you guys want to hear me give my thoughts on Primal Shards and Mythical Champions, I'd be happy to do so. Let me know in the comments, and I'll totally make a video about it. But for this video, I just wanted to share what I'm seeing in Raid as a clan leader of a mid-tier average clan, and the concerns that I'm starting to have, right? Because I'm a little nervous, I'm I doubled down on this game. You know, I built the free to play account, posting it to YouTube, finding a little bit of success, and I want that success to keep going. You know, but I'm a little scared because what if this? I, I again, I don't want to be, you know, the end is nigh or anything like that, and I don't think that's the case. I don't. Um, but it is something that is on my mind, and so I wanted to make this video mostly to talk to you guys and get your thoughts on it. What do you guys think? What are you guys seeing? You know, the clans that you're in, have you seen a bunch of people start to stop playing recently? You know, are you disappointed with Primal Shards? Are you disappointed with um, Hydra Clash and some of the other content going on? You know, I remember I made a comment where I was like, I just don't do these dungeons. Necropolis and Phantom Shogun's Grove. I just don't do them. And you know, people were giving me tips and stuff, and it's like, oh no, I know how to do them. I very much so know how to do them. I just don't, because there's really no incentive. I mean, all the dungeons in here, I only run these when tournaments are going on. And honestly, mostly I just run Spider or Fire Knight because I'm looking for um, savage gear and crit damage gear and amulets and, you know, upgrades to my accessories. And I'll run Dragon's Lair when there's, like, you know, speed events going on or a Dragon's tournament, and I'll just run that stuff overnight and see what I get. So um you know, like, I don't know, I just wanted your guys' thoughts um on the game in general and kind of where you're at, and, you know, just are my do you guys think my suspicions will be confirmed in the comments, or do you think that, you know, this is something that's short term? You know, they've been teasing the next PvE event for a very long time. You know, do you think they'll finally just throw it out there so that we can move on to the next thing? You know what I would really love to see? Extra Doom Towers rotations. I'd like to see that. Maybe some new Doom Tower bosses even, or like this concept in a different way. I think that's maybe a video for another time, or my thoughts on Doom Tower. Um, but I love Doom Tower. I think it is great content for a game like this. It's yes, it's PvE only content, but there's no real pay to win system behind it. Um, and it's just a great resource generator for anybody. Even on my free to play, I've been able to do normal up to through quite a few bosses, and that's just extra resources for my account. Books, brews, silver, gems, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, I've hit a, pardon the pun, a roadblock on the Scarab King on that account, but you know, it was still free resources, and it felt like I was working towards something. So I don't know. I could probably do a more detailed video on why I like it so much, but that's the kind of content that we need. You know, putting these content behind paywalls, like energy requirements for Iron Twins Fortress, and um you know, just even these dungeons, which are very hard for your average player to complete, for reward that is great but also kind of unnecessary, because I'm beating everything in this game without fully ascended gear. Like, who would be? I think Mish. No, he doesn't even have that gear anymore. Can I rank gear? Can I do filter? Uh, Ascension bonus. Equipped. This is all the ascended gear I have on my account. Like, this is how much I don't care about ascending artifacts. And then there it is. Yeah, and this is all the ascended gear that I have. All the ascended accessories that I have. So I'm not really doing gear ascension, and that's on me. That's my fault. It's not that the content is too hard. It's that I just have no desire to farm it because the impact doesn't feel real. You know, when I do Fire Knight overnight and I come back and I see 3 pieces of Savage gear amongst that list of gear, you know, I'm like, hey, okay, sweet. Is this an upgrade? Let's get into it. You know, getting potions from these high energy cost dungeons, and then taking an item and rolling it and having it roll flat stats, or you know, something small that's, you know, it's just, and to get a little bit of extra DPS on content that I've been able to clear without the ascension bonus, you know, that's kind of where I'm like, I don't know. But I can rant and rave all day, and we are way off topic on the video at this point. So I do apologize for kind of going off on a tangent there. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I'm talking to me more than I am to you guys, but please, this is one where I was really looking for a lot of community engagement from. So if you have the time and you want to leave me a comment, I would super appreciate that. It's because I really want to know what the general thoughts of raid players are regarding to, you know, to my concerns. And this is not based on, obviously there's a lot of content creators talking about stuff like this. This is not necessarily based on their reactions. I do watch their videos, I see their content, I listen to their thoughts and their um, ideas behind things. Um, but I love this game and I'm gonna just play it, and I don't really take that into consideration. I hear them and I say, okay, that's an interesting theory or thought, but I'm just gonna keep playing the game. But now it's starting to potentially impact me and my clan, and I'm curious if it's something that maybe I'm not seeing. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you're seeing similar stuff, if you guys have any thoughts on it. Really just trying to get engagement here. It's not really, I don't know. I always worry about making a video like this because I don't want it to come across as like I'm just trying to get views or get comments for algorithm or anything. Like, this is an actual like give and take. Like, I want to see the comments and I'll make a follow-up video based around the comments on it. So because I'm just really curious about what other people think, because everybody in my clan is only seeing what I'm seeing, but I want to see what y'all are seeing. So I hope that helps explain it. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video.